It is Saturday, August 24th. It is 8:33 a.m. I got something from Uber. It is to go to Scrambled for $7, 2.6 miles. Today I only have to make about $40 to $44, so it's going to be a real quick day, I hope. I made so much money during the previous days of this week that I'm well ahead of schedule. So today I'm going to be making probably about somewhere between $40 and $45. And then tomorrow...
In a quarter mile, make a slight right turn to stay on West Horizon Ridge Parkway using the right lane.
Tomorrow I'm going to be making the same amount, and then that's going to help me to reach my goal of $60 a day. So what is that? 60 times 70 is $420 for the week is the goal. My Walmart shopping this morning, nothing too exciting going on there. It was just kind of chilly this morning. It was actually only about 75 degrees this morning, and there was a wind blowing. And when you're used to the
mile, turn left on Sienna Heights Drive.
When you're used to the hot weather here in Vegas, it's normally in the morning, it's in the mid 80s. So for it to be 10 degrees cooler like that, I was actually thinking about putting a light jacket on, but then I felt like
left on Sienna Heights Drive, then turn right.
I felt like I would be too goofy wearing a jacket in the middle of August, so I just left it in the car and just went in and did my shopping, and that was fine. All right, we're pulling in.
Turn left. Turn right. Pick up on the right.
I sent you my inbox.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm headed off to a house just 0.8 miles from here, and it's a leave at the door.
Turn right on Summer Chase Lane, then drop off on the right. Drop off on the right.
I got the next one. It's from DoorDash, and it's gonna be I think $5, 2.4 miles, and I'm headed on over to McDonald's. I got the order, and we're gonna be going to an apartment just about 1.5 miles from here, 5-minute drive, and it is a contactless delivery. I think it's gonna be one of those senior retirement home places, just looking on the map of where the drop point is. So they don't let you go to the person's room, so I'm just gonna have to leave it at the front desk at reception and then just let the customer know that's where it is. I have an order for...
Perfect, just leave it
Leave it
here.
here? Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Really busy. It is 8:58 a.m. and I got something from Uber Eats. $15.35, 2.9 miles. We're going to be going to Great Harvest Bread first. And let's see if I'm going anywhere else. And then I'm going to go to Munchbox. And that's it. And then we're going to start dropping the stuff off. We're going down. I'm yelling timber.
Pick up on the right.
They better move.
In a quarter mile, turn left. Turn left, then turn right.
So now I have both orders, and the first order is going to be the Great Harvest Bread order. 0.7 miles from here, 2-minute drive. It's a house, it's a leave at the door. Everything in this delivery has been going really smooth. The Great Harvest Bread, the order was ready right away, and I was only a minute away from that pickup. So I was kind of in shock that it was ready. And then this second one for Munchbox, it was ready too. They just had to fill up the orange juice drinks and hand it to me. So that went really quick. So this one's going to be really fast, unless the second delivery, you know, the Munchbox delivery, is to some difficult drop off. It's going to be done real quick. And then after that, I'm only going to have about $18 left to earn, and I'll be done for the day.
Just ahead, turn right on Marysville Avenue.
One's gonna be a house, and it's got a gate code, and it's gonna be a meet at the door.
Turn left on Pecos Ridge Parkway. Just ahead, turn right on Athens Ridge Drive. Drop off on the left.
Yeah, no problem. There you go. Have a good one. Thank you. So next month, it looks like interest rates are going to go down somewhere between 1/4 of a point and 1/2 a point. And based on the direction we're going in, it looks like mortgage rates are going to go down, which means there's going to be a lot more people trying to make that attempt to get a mortgage and get a house. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens, because right now the biggest problem that people have is that the interest rates are so high they can't afford to get a house because, you know, they don't qualify. So it'll be interesting to see what happens at the end of the year, if that causes a surge in the market for people buying houses. I'm just really curious if that's going to occur. The only thing that is troubling is that unemployment is starting to go up. Uber Eats, $7.10 for 2.4 miles. I think I'm gonna take that. Let me hit the accept. All right, so yeah, so we're on our way to McDonald's. Let me tell you about it. We're on our way to McDonald's. We're gonna get $7.10, 2.4 miles. Interest rates going down. It's a good thing for loans, and then it's going to be risky in terms of unemployment, because unemployment is going up. More and more people are getting laid off. Unemployment here, I think, is somewhere in the sixes. I think it's 6.7% unemployment right now here, which is considered to be normal. I think 6.9 is considered to be the average unemployment rate in this area. And hopefully it'll stabilize, and then the economy will just keep rolling along. That's what they're trying to engineer, is this nice, comfortable situation where inflation is going to be under control and people are not going to lose their jobs, and the economy can just keep rolling along. But nobody knows the future. We'll see what happens. Oh boy, it's crowded. I have to park actually on this side of the road. That's a first. Normally I park in my curbside parking. That McDonald's was so crowded and it took so long to get the order. I was on the verge of canceling. It was easily over 10 minutes I was waiting in there, and the sun was beating down on me on my back, you know, coming through the window, but there was nowhere else to stand. There were two other drivers waiting for their order, so I had to just hang in there, because I also got an additional add-on to the Uber Eats order, and it was to go to Roberto's, and I'm going there next. It's $4 and something cents for 2 point something miles, and it wasn't exactly $2 a mile.
Just ahead, turn right on Sienna Heights Drive.
But I took the offer because it will now make it so that I only have to earn $5 more and I'll be done for the day. And that's why I took it. It's currently 9:37 a.m. and so that means that I should be done with my day before 10:30 a.m. I want to remind you guys, if you're doing this kind of work or you're doing any kind of self-employment work, have a separate checking account for your self-employment. Don't mix your pre-taxed income with your income that's already been taxed. A lot of people make mistakes doing this work, and they muddle their money together with their regular money, and then they don't have anything set aside for their taxes. And so they think that they have so much money all year long, and then when it comes time to pay their taxes, they're in shock when they see the bill of what they have to pay to the government. So I highly recommend everybody do it. I know a lot of
mile turn left on West Horizon Ridge Parkway using the left lane.
I know a lot of people who do this job. They've never been self-employed before, so they don't know anything about it. They're so used to the regular, W-2 job where, you work for somebody, they take the taxes out, you just get your check and you party. Well, that's not how it is when you're self-employed.
Turn left
So
on West Horizon Ridge Parkway.
be sure you do that, and don't forget to look into paying your taxes quarterly, because a lot of people get penalized for not paying their taxes every year. And I think I've mentioned this before in other videos, but I thought I'd mention it again.
Turn right, then pick up.
First drop off is going to be the McDonald's order. It's going to be a house, and it's going to be a leave at the door, and I have a gate code.
Turn right on Sunridge Heights Parkway. Drop off on the left.
Next up is dropping off the Roberto's. It's going to be a house. There's no gate code. 1.1 miles from here.
In a quarter-mile, turn right on Evening Moon Avenue. Just ahead, drop off on the right.
The only other company, best are the ones who know. idea of possibly doing this job, all you got to do is, get in your car, turn it on and go, and just set a goal for yourself and do the math. I mean, let's suppose you just want to make an extra $100 a month. That's going to be an extra $1,200 a year. Uber Eats, $6.22, 6.5 miles, no. So just do the math. If you wanted to make an extra $100, I mean, that tells you that all you got to do is every day just do one delivery. That's just do at least $4 or $5. So just $4 a day, 4 times 3, you're making $120 a month extra just by, taking a break from whatever you're doing and going out and just picking something up in the neighborhood and then going back home and doing it again the next day. It's all about, you have to just live in a place where there's a lot of opportunities for that. If you live somewhere very rural, don't bother. You have to live in a big city. So if you live in a big city and you need a little extra spending money, I recommend you do it because it kind of just takes care of itself as long as you budget out what you're going to do. And of course you watch your miles, and you can't have a gas guzzling car. I sometimes see people driving around in these huge pickup trucks doing these deliveries, and they're only getting about 15 miles to the gallon on their pickup truck, and that is no way to do this job. You have to have at least an economical car that gets like 27 miles to the gallon. $3.59 for 3.3 miles. No. And as long as you have something efficient, then you can go ahead and do it. If you lived in a really big city, you could actually do the one where you're going for a walk and you're delivering it. But those are really rare. Those are like in New York City. You can actually have a backpack and you load it up and you walk from building to building. But or have a bicycle, and you take your bicycle and you deliver. I've heard people doing that too. I would never do that. That's dangerous. Anytime you put yourself on 2 wheels and you're dealing with traffic, you better wear a helmet too, but you're asking for trouble. It's just a matter of time before you go flying over the handlebars. I got the last one. It's from Uber Eats, $8.03, 2.7 miles, but it's 2 deliveries. Let me see if I'm going Munchbox. Oh, it's just both of them are for Munchbox. The first order is just 0.4 miles from here. It's a business and it's a meet at the door. They said to bring it in. Great. Thank you. Have a good one. Last one coming up. It's 1.9 miles from here, 6-minute drive. It's going to be an apartment. I have a gate code. It's a leave at the door, but they didn't give me a building number. All right, well, I looked up the building number in my gallery of images. Like, I take pictures of all of the places I've been before as far as apartments and the map that they put at the entrance to the apartment complex. And I keep that on my phone, and I also keyword tag it by the name of the apartment complex. So all I have to do is just type in the name of the apartment complex and it pops up the map for me. And this particular apartment complex, the apartment number, the apartment door does not match with the apartment building. So let's say the apartment was 101, so that would normally be building 1, but not at this apartment complex. So this apartment complex, they don't correspond to the building number. So I had to create this mathematical formula. So when I enter the last 3 digits of whatever apartment number it is, I have to divide it by 13, and then that gives me the apartment number. I guess on average, each apartment has an average of 13 apartment doors for each building on average, and that's how I'm able to calculate the building number. So yeah, I found it, and I looked it up on Google Maps, and I see where it is, so I know where to go. We have all these political signs that, you know, they put up whenever there's an election, and somebody has vandalized all of the signs. So they're not singling out any particular political party, but on every single sign they have put mustaches with a Sharpie on every single person, like these big thick handlebar mustaches. It's very funny. And I guess one person got really upset about it because one particular person has completely cut their head off of the sign, so that way they're just a headless person on the sign because they were just so mortified that somebody put a mustache on their face. No one said it would be easy. And I believe. All right, everybody. Well, that's the end of the show. It was a pretty standard day for delivering. I don't think anything crazy happened. It was a nice short day. It's only 10:19 a.m. and I think I started at 8 a.m. but I didn't get my first delivery until 8:30. So I probably have been on the road for just a couple of hours to get this amount of money. So it wasn't too bad at all. Online time, of course, is always going to be a lot longer, but it still was not that bad. And tomorrow's going to probably be a breeze as well. It really helped that earlier in the week I made all that extra money that made it so that I didn't have to work long hours today or tomorrow. So it is all good. So thank you all so much for watching once again, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.